Bit of an update on the boat. We've been busy with work. Alright, we're just about to move the boat our way from Julian's house. We're going to move it to Logan's house for a bit, and then it's going to get serviced tomorrow. So she's seeing light for the first time, looking real nice. Got the fresh stickers on there and the Youngblood stickers. Gonna get this bad boy serviced tomorrow and then fix this rail. All the stuff's in there. We've got fuel tanks, low unit, all the stuff for it, the carpet. It's getting moved now, so yeah, should be good. Alright, we're just screwing in the seats now with all these little screws in. Alright, so we've just screwed that one in and we're just lining this one up now. So we've sanded and painted these wires, white brand new stainless screws all around. But we've just finished installing the seats now, so yeah, it's looking so nice.
Harder than a Scotch bunny. Don't try to study me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat, you'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious, release bombs and go tick tick boom. You blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon, stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn, and I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted, can't copy, printed, can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence, so consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be speaking this. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. I've been thinking, lately it's just me against the world. Round and round I'm caught up in this swirl, trying to dig and trying to burrow. Pressure turned this stone into a pearl. Lessons that I learned weren't always thorough, sugar-coated like a churl. Now I'm really out here on my own. Mind's on, I can't turn it off. Late nights and I'm turning up. Hate life.
life, then I learned to love. Down and out, now I'm way above. I always knew I had it, now I'm living out my dreams. Treat that money like an addict, it's a habit, I'm a fiend. Feeling that rush, rocket ready to launch. Hands up, ready and gone, been waiting too long. Trust on plenty, that's wrong. Old me's dead and that's gone, thank God I'm headstrong. I don't wanna wake up with a doubt that I show 'em everything I'm about. I ain't never going out, I ain't never did it for no clout. Now I'm sitting pretty on the cloud, my mind's still crap. I'm up now, 20,000 on a bus down, I'm on my way up, going up now, and I ain't never gonna touch down.
Alright guys, welcome to the project boat update. We've got the boat right here, sitting pretty. We just wanted to run you through a few things we've done to it and where the boat's sitting. So obviously it looks a lot different to the last video. I don't even know where to start really, but yeah, if you've been following us on Instagram, you'll know a little bit more about the boat, what's been going on. But yeah, so I guess we start at the back. So we've got the donk, we've got the Suzuki 85 two-stroke. Running through what we've done on this, we've had it fully serviced by West Coast Suzuki down in Henderson. They've done a full service on it, new spark plugs, new gear oil, new impeller, been basically just fully redone. Everything was there basically, like it was running good, it had good compression, but we just wanted it to be fully serviced. It's ready to go out offshore. So yeah, new seals, everything like that. Now it runs absolutely beautiful. It was a good runner before, but now the carbs have been cleaned and it's just idling nice and smooth and doing everything it should, not overheating, running perfectly. So that's been fully redone. So the engine runs beautiful. I'll roll on some clips of it running now. And yeah, what we've done is it looks a hell of a lot better than it did. We've fully coated it in paint. Yeah, obviously we sanded the whole thing before we painted it and it's looking mint and it's holding up well. We painted the prop with black spray paint, that's doing well. And then yeah, so the motor just looks basically brand new. I mean, it's a bit of a roll and brush job. It's not a professional spray job, but it's on nice and thick and it's gonna stay on, and it looks 25 billion times better than it did before. Yeah, we've painted the whole boat again with new top plaque. The whole thing's got another coat. In the well here, we've sanded that and painted, so now it's all fully white. The last video it was still not fully painted back here, but now it's been done. What we've done with the controls, we've put all new black split tubing. That's covered all the old wires and that looks a million times better and leave them nice and protected. And you just got the big zip ties holding it all together. So that looks great. Put on the little stainless fitting there. I just need to sand and polish that to get it looking schmick. That's new, completely new fuel line, new attachments, new everything. That's been fully cleaned and redone as well. The whole fuel system, the fuel filter, all that. It's all been redone. Yeah, running into the fuel tank, we're running 50-to-1 oil there. We ran extra silicone along the rub rail just to make sure it stays on. We've got a little bit of white paint on there, but we're going to fix that up by painting the whole thing with black with the rubberized paint. We've put a new bung in it, complete new bung. Whole thing's brand new, put marine silicone around it. And then we've also done transducer, which is just down there. We've done that. As I said, it's not the prettiest job, but it gets the job done. It's mounted at the right angle, it's reading everything correctly. And then the wire just runs through straight into the hole above the waterline. Got the wiring for the back, we've got the battery sitting in here. Battery's just sitting there. It's actually inside getting charged now, but that's where it sits. And then we've got the wires running off these are brand new starting wires, completely new from the motor back here. The motor's been fully rewired, and this is new wiring as well. And it looks great, and obviously it gives you brand new terminals and everything like that. So that's the starting wires, and then you've also got the positive and negative house wires which run up to the front and run the electrics, which we'll show you in a minute. And we've got all that new tubing all the way up to the throttle, which has been freshly spray painted. We decided to keep the original stickers on it because we think it looks cool. Just kind of gives it that retro look. But yeah, it's all new white paint on there. Looks great. Really brings out the life in it. The biggest change, I think you saw the carpet, I believe, from the last video. We've painted the seats. They are the original seats still, the original seat bases. They are the original ones. They've been sanded. That's a hell of a lot of effort to get them out of the floor, but we did eventually. Took them out, sanded them, painted them white, and then bought all new screws that go in there, stainless screws. That's good. And then did the same with the seat bases. And then we picked up these seats on Marketplace. They're very nice. They just fit the seats perfectly, and then we bolted those in. So they still swivel and everything, and they're perfect to sit in. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then at the back here, we've got the anchor. We've got the anchor that's running up the front. You got the rope that runs all the way up the front there. You got the extra line down there. It's all tied off to that point. And then you've got another rear anchor there in case we ever want to go up to a beach and then we can tie it off. That should be good. And then I think that's pretty much it for this. Now we're moving on up to the front of the boat. We've got, as I said, the new controls and that gear shift. The gear shift in the engine wasn't lifted up, and that's been all rebuilt. This whole thing, we rebuilt the whole thing, took it apart and redid it. And we bought a new key lanyard for it because the old rope one was looking a bit crap. But yeah, that's perfect. Put new bolts to run it into here. Yeah, it's pretty much it. So that's all that wiring's been redone. It's looking good. And then so we've got the switch panel here. We've got the stereo, depth sounder, VHF, nav lights, and cockpit lights. And then you've got a 12-volt socket for charging your phone in here as well, which we thought was a good addition. And then that's a wide. We'll show you the wiring in a minute. And we've got the steering wheel. We haven't really done much there. We're planning to paint this a different colour just to make it look a bit nicer. Then moving on forward, you've got your Garmin Striker 4 sounder and transducer. It's a nice little unit, and it's got the wiring all running at the back, neatly down to the back. Everything's got power, everything's running well. That's a great little unit. We haven't had any drums in it at the moment. Reads bottom well, tells us speed, tells us everything we need to know. It's for a really good price, so can't really complain with that. And then this is obviously the big addition to it. We've got the Fusion stereo and twin 7-inch 260-watt speakers on it. These really crank, and they're really just outstanding waterproof quality. They're just great. The sound quality is perfect, and yeah, we're really pleased with how it's come out. This boat cranks, and I'm sure we'll roll on a clip of that over the video. But yeah, so that's the stereo there. We've decided to go with the black speaker grills because we just think it looks a little bit cooler. But yeah, to mount this, we just had to cut out a few holes with a jigsaw to mount the speakers into, which was actually a pain. It took a long time and was quite tricky because this is quite thick and the fiberglass is quite hard to cut through. And then this was where the Speedo once was, and this wasn't going to be big enough to fill the hole. So we actually just bought a chopping board from Coles and cut out a bit and put it on there, and that looks great. It looks much better than having a big hole on the top and the bottom of it. So yeah, that's it's not perfect. Nothing on this boat's perfect, to be honest, but it's our first crack and we think we've done alright. So yeah, that's how we mounted that, and then I had to cut that and epoxy and put it in, screw it in. And yeah, looks great, came out great. We've got the other speaker there. And then what we've done is we've moved the handle grab bar, which was here. We've moved that over here to the passenger side. Drilled that and bolted it in, siliconed it in, and it looks great. Fits there perfectly. And then moving down, you've got the the 27 meg marine radio, which is all wired and working properly. And then you've got the holder for it there, which is perfect. And then how we've mounted that is we've had to mount it below on a piece of 2x4, which you can see down there. You've just screwed it into that because that's the only way it was going to work with this dash layout. But yeah, it came out looking pretty well. And then yeah, this is obviously all removable. And then We've got the windscreen back in. We haven't decided to put new perspex in. We're planning on doing that down the road because it's just a little bit faded, but it's not that bad at the point, and we can't actually find someone who's going to do it for us. So if you know someone in the comments, leave us a comment down below. Someone who can do this perspex for us. That'll be great if we can find someone that'll do that up for us. Yeah, and then I'll go into the cabin in a minute, but moving further forward, we've got the 27 meg antenna. That's all brand new. We bought that from Hillary's, and got a little rubber mounting plate to make it nice and level, and then this is all removable. You can loosen it and adjust the angle, or if you want to take it off, and like when you want to tow it and don't need to go under a low bridge, you take it off on the garage and just simply screws back in at whatever angle you want. So that's great. We've also put 2 new cleats at the front, one there. Just we thought we can't have enough tyre points, so we've put 2 more there, 2 at the back, and then there's the one at the centre there at the front. And then stainless at the front, you've got this thing which little anchor patch, which is all original. Still need to polish it and get it looking 100%, but that just has the rope through there, does its job. Yeah, again, we still haven't quite finished with the stainless up the front. We need to sand it and get it looking perfect, but that's a job for another, when the weather cools down a bit and we can actually get outside here without getting toasted. But yeah, so yeah, as you can see, the rope, it's all in there, and then it runs up, coiled up down there, runs all the way up to the front, tied off there, goes through the anchor to there, and comes all the way back to the anchor down here. So when we pull up at our fishing spot and we want to drop the anchor, we just throw the anchor over the side and it'll come right out of there at the front. And then we can just tie it off there, however deep we want it, and that'll be perfect. So yeah, that's that. We've got 2 fuel tanks. We've only got fuel in the one at the moment. We've got 2 there because nothing's going to use an absolute shitload of fuel. So I've got 2 fuel tanks, and then just running 50 to 1 2-stroke oil, and that's running pretty good. That's pretty much it for inside the boat. I mean, a lot's changed, but it's looking mint, and it's starting to look a lot like a newer boat. Some of the wiring, we'll roll some of those clips, but yeah, that we've done a really good job there. We're quite happy with it. It wasn't particularly hard. It was just a lot of time and getting to learn things because we've never done this before, and yeah, we encourage you to get out and try and do it. It's actually not too hard once you get into it. It's just black to black, red to red, and just doing your research and making sure you know what you're doing. And yeah, it was a great learning process for us because now we know how to apply pretty much everything. It's not actually that hard. It's pretty common sense really. It's not too bad. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done in here. I mean, it's come out a hell of a lot better than it was in that first video. It was, to be frankly honest, a piece of shit. And turned it into something that you can actually have at the front of your house without feeling embarrassed. So yeah, it's come along a long way from when we bought it back in September, I believe, and it's now mid-January, so it's come a hell of a long way, but it's taken a lot of work, a lot of money, that's for sure. But yeah, coming out, we've got the blue paint all going around. You've got a white engine. Look how much nicer it looks. Even down to the lower unit, another scratch on it. And you got the prop, fully done, looking great. And then you got all the blue paints on it. The new bung down there, and then you got the transducer. And just walking around, you've got the YBS sticker, Fish and Fun sticker, and then you got these chrome Fish and Fun stickers that we found at Julian's house that we decided to bang on, so it's pretty cool. And she's registered. She's got the rego on her and just registered it the other week, and it's all registered and insured for 12 months, which is always a good thing. So one step closer to getting out in the water. And you got the Fish and Fun stickers on there. But yeah, she's looking a hell of a lot better. You've got the blue paint, hasn't much changed there. You've sanded this down, looks much nicer. But yeah, it's still a bit of final work to do, but a bit of touch-ups, a few touch-ups, but that's just from adjusting the trailer, which I'll get onto in a minute. The base of the hull we've painted that in snow white top black as well. That was the one area we didn't paint, and we've decided to paint it, so that looks a hell of a lot better. It finally suits that, the top and the bottom suit, and it just really sets it off and makes it look a lot better. Yeah, she's looking a hell of a lot better than she once did, as you can see. It's just absolutely looking amazing compared to the old beaten up, unloved boat we had a few weeks ago. It just actually looks very, very nice. So yeah, that's that, and I hope you enjoyed. We'll post more updates as we continue to finish off this bad boy, but it's looking a hell of a lot different than it has in the last few videos, and we hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned, and yeah, cheers for watching.
The calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. The tides are changing. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now.